Have you ever felt like no matter how much you study, read, or watch tutorials, it just doesn't stick? What if I told you there's a reason, and more importantly, a solution? Today I'll teach you how to learn anything 2 times faster using a powerful concept called mental models, the secret weapon of top thinkers, entrepreneurs, and lifelong learners. Stick with me, because this one shift can change how you learn everything, from skills and systems to deep concepts. Let's start with a basic question. What are mental models? A mental model is simply a way your brain understands the world. It's a tool, a framework for making sense of information. We use models unconsciously all the time. Supply and demand, economics, cause and effect, logic, feedback loops, systems, first principles, science and engineering. But here's the kicker. Most people never consciously collect or refine their mental models. That's like trying to build a house without tools. The more accurate models you have, and the better you know when to use them, the faster you'll understand, retain, and apply anything. Here's why this works. When you learn something new, your brain asks, where does this fit? If you have no model for it, your brain has no shelf to place it on. It floats around and gets forgotten. But if you already understand a mental model that explains the concept, boom, it sticks instantly. Imagine learning about compounding interest and realizing it's just a feedback loop, or learning about branding and connecting it to the psychology of identity and signaling. Instead of memorizing disconnected facts, you start connecting ideas. That's what 2x learning looks like. Understanding, not just remembering. Let's break down 5 core mental models that will immediately speed up your learning in almost any area. Definition. Break things down to the most basic truths, then build from there. Use it when you're stuck copying others or memorizing without understanding. Example, don't just copy someone's morning routine. Ask, what do I need to function best each day? Definition, output loops back into input, reinforcing or correcting. Use it when you want to improve any habit, skill, or process. Example, practice, feedback, adjust, repeat. That's how musicians, athletes, and coders get elite fast. Definition, 80% of results often come from 20% of efforts. Use it when you feel overwhelmed or don't know where to focus. Example, focus on the top 20% of concepts that give you most of the value. Skip the fluff. Definition, solve the problem backward. Use it when you're stuck or want to avoid mistakes. Example, instead of asking, how can I be successful? Ask, what guarantees failure and how do I avoid it? Definition, think beyond the immediate result. What happens next? Use it when making decisions with long-term effects. Example, cramming might help you pass a test, but what happens to retention a month later? These are just 5 of the 100+ mental models out there. But if you just apply these consistently, you will already learn faster and think clearer than 90% of people. So how do you make mental models part of your daily learning life? Here's a 3-step system you can start today. Step 1. Every time you learn something new, ask, what model does this connect to? Don't just memorize info, categorize it. Step 2, write it down in a mental model journal. 1 sentence per idea, make it simple. Step 3, review and apply the model weekly. Use real-life examples, teach them, spot them in your day. Mental models become powerful only when you use them actively. Don't collect models, apply them. Let me show you how this plays out in real life, in different domains. Learning a language? Use feedback loops plus 80-20. Focus on the top 1,000 most used words, plus get speaking practice with correction. Starting a business? Use second-order thinking. What are the consequences of scaling too fast? Studying for exams? Use active recall, feedback, plus inversion. Ask, what causes most people to fail this exam? The models don't change, the context does. That's the magic. All right, let's bring this home. What's one topic or skill you're learning right now? Drop it in the comment. I'll help you identify the right mental model for it. Let's do a quick lightning round. Rapid application of models. Here's what we covered. What mental models are. Why they help you learn 2 times faster. 5 foundational models you need. A simple habit to build your mental model library. Remember, smart learners don't just collect facts. They collect frameworks. They build tools. They think better. If you found this helpful, drop a like, save this stream, or share it with someone who needs to hear it. Follow for more content like this, and tag me in your mental model journal entries. I'd love to see them.